Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I'm back again for another Samurai Jack Season 5 review, and today we have Episode 9, and holy shit, what an episode. That cliffhanger, though, god dang it, the damn cliffhanger. This was an amazing episode, very action-packed, and explained a lot. Although, once again, keeping up with the theme of this season is very fast-paced. So, for those of you who do not know, I do my Samurai Jack reviews immediately after the episode ends, so if you do not want to be spoiled, I suggest you click out, go watch the episode, please support the official release. Okay, let's do this. So, of course, the episode surprisingly picks up right where the last episode left off, where they're still kissing, but they immediately open their eyes and realize they are, and then they spit each other's saliva out. So, yes, I liked on how that episode played with us, but whether it confirms they're together or not, I don't know, because we thought it did in the last episode, but still, I loved last episode regardless. So, we see that they're still flirting with each other awkwardly, and they decide they need to get out of the ship. So, of course, Jack goes, finds water, and showers off. Ashi finds a new outfit. Oh my god, she's had like 3 outfits in this season. That's crazy, isn't it? And she gives Jack back his gi, and of course, Jack sees his old self in the reflection, and he asks himself, what is he doing? He's never had this problem before. So you see once again, even though he's back to being noble and very peaceful inside himself, he still does have conflict inside himself. He still has inner turmoil about his emotions. So that's very nice that they're keeping to that. And of course, Jack tells Ashi a story when she asks him, do you ever miss your family, your home? And Jack says, yes, he does, recounting the peaceful days and basically describing what his land was like, what his town was like before it was destroyed by Aku. And she even asks him, was there a girl? And Jack does say yes, but there was never a girl, you know. Although, I guess he did have his first kiss, so does that count? I don't know, it's just me. So, of course, Jack decides to leave and go someplace. But, of course, we also see that Scaramouche has finally made it, and he even gets a new tentacle octopus body, and he eventually arrives at Aku's, and Aku has this funny messenger saying that he's not available right now, but Scaramouche still gets in and tells him the news. And Aku and Scaramouche's reaction, where they dance and say, "Bada boo," they dance, and it's very nice, it's very humorous, it's very funny, I laughed out loud. Once again, I love Greg Baldwin, he is amazing in this, and, of course, Aku is so overjoyed, he actually gives Scaramouche back his body. And then after that, we see that Jack travels to a familiar place. And it should be familiar because this was pointed out to me by one of my subscribers. And thank you, by the way. And it is the same place where he met the Guardian. But we find out it's in ruins and desolation. And we even see that the Guardian is dead. And the time portal is gone. So they pulled a fast one on us. Once again, Genndy Tartakovsky pulled a fast one on us. Because I thought that this was going to end with the Guardian. Because Genndy did say that the Guardian was going to come back. But he just never said in what form. So we finally see him and he is dead. You don't see his body, but you see his glasses. So yes, how did he die? We don't know. Now, some people will still say, well, maybe the time portal is still active, it's just buried underneath all of that ruins and rubble. Maybe, because, again, that's the only time portal left, but whether Aku destroyed it or not, we don't know. So, yes, there is that. And then, of course, Ashi finds him, tells him they can beat Aku if they stick together, and Aku shows up. And he basically still is under the impression that he has no sword, even though we all know that he does have a sword. And he, of course, pulls it out. Jack pulls it out, of course. And Aku looks at Scaramouche and then kills him. So, yes, poor Scaramouche, a fan favorite character, died in only 3 episodes. He was a great character, so Tom Kenny's performance in this was very nice. Even though I would have liked it if Scaramouche, was around towards the end, but hey, whatever. So then, of course, Aku decides, okay then, so I'm gonna go back to being where I was, ignore that I was here, but then he realizes and even smells something, and he realizes that Ashi is part of him, and that is also a big twist. Now, we find out that they're not just called the daughters of Aku for a reason. They are the actual daughters of him. So they have his life force in him. And we see this in a flashback where Aku greeted the Aku worshippers and he put his own life force in them. So then after that, we see that, of course, the high priestess drinks it, and that's how she gives birth. So that is crazy. That pretty much shows that, okay, so for those of you wondering, how did she do that? Or how did she give birth? There you go. That ties it up. So, also, yes, the Empress is still dead. I know, it's sad. And then we see, right when Jack is about to destroy Aku, he controls Ashi. So, yes, Ashi, because she is a part of Aku, he can control her like his own shape-shifting life force. So then, of course, Ashi, having no willpower to control herself, is going after Jack. Jack doesn't want to fight her. He's trying to tell her, you must fight back, you must overcome it. She can't. And we even get some very nice sword choreography. Again, it's very nice. And then we see that Ashi transforms into Aku, except she doesn't have a mouth. So, yes, and they fight. And then we get to a moment where Jack actually cuts her blade, and the sword goes through her skin, and you see it dissolve. So, yes, the sword can still hurt her, but Ashi says, kill me, Jack. You have to kill me to stop Aku. And, of course, Jack, being, again, noble, he's not going to do it. He does not do it, so he drops his sword, and he surrenders. And the episode ends where Aku picks up the sword and he has won. And that's where the episode ends. So, yes, guys, overall, what an amazing episode. Once again, the only nitpick I have is that I wish the episode would have been able to drag a little bit longer because, again, it just would have been nice to see a flashback to how the Guardian died and what happened to him, because this episode pretty much answers the questions we've all been having. How is Aku related to Ashi? How does she relate to him overall? And did Scaramouche ever tell Aku that Jack had no sword? So this tries to tie up everything in the amount of time it can, but once again, it pretty much goes at a fast pace to where, okay, it is willing to sacrifice not telling you everything, but it does give you conclusions and to end your questions. So, yes, overall, I had a lot of fun with this episode. It was very good, and of course, we are coming to the end. Next week is the final episode, and in the final promo, they did not show any footage from the final episode. However, I have seen leaks, storyboard leaks of what's going to happen. I will not say what happens for the sake of it, but if you still realize that Ashi is going to be evil, I shouldn't say evil, she's going to be possessed, then you can see where that's going. And yeah, now also too, what I think is going to happen is that we will see the army that the Scotsman got. They will go to take down Aku to save Jack. Now, also, too, that unfortunately is going to leave us with questions, because we're going to realize, how the hell did the army know how to find Jack and rescue him? So there are questions, I will admit. However, I am going to be releasing a video that talks about what I think is going to happen. but I'm also going to be talking about how I would have ended the season, because again, for those of you who wanted a more dragged out season, like we all did, I will explain how I think it could have ended. But yes, I still enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to the series finally getting the conclusion it deserves. Now, I really hope Toonami goes all out for this and they give us something special. And it's, at the bare minimum, I hope this is an hour-long episode. But hopefully it is, but if not, we'll just have to take what we can get. So, yes, guys, overall, episode 9 out of 10 was very nice, very action-packed, answered some of our questions, and it gets us pumped for next Saturday for the series finale. So, yes, guys, if you enjoyed this review, then please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below, what did you think of this episode? What are your thoughts on it? And are you excited for the series finale? What do you think's going to happen? Let's get a discussion going. So, yeah, guys, until then, this is Richard Core Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. I'll see you later, my fellow Samurai Jack fans.